Hello and welcome back, or hello, nice of you to join me if it's the first time you're visiting. This was on a hot day the other week. My 12-year-old said she'd like to learn to clean windows. I don't know why, but I was impressed. So out the front of the house we went. She cleaned all of the white, oh my god, there's another word for plastic, but I cannot think of it. So she cleaned all the white down. She cleaned all the windows. She cleaned all the marks off of the cladding, all of the black bit at the bottom. She did an amazing job. I swept everything away. I think she did great. I need to get rid of the chalk, but I do need some opinions. Do we sand this down? Sorry about that. Yes, when we rub it down, shall we paint it to match the house? Or should we do it completely different? Or stain it wood again? I can't decide. Help would be much appreciated. My husband took the children to school today. I had a day off work, so I decided to do some bits. I walked upstairs, and that was our bedroom, her 5-year-old's bedroom, and then the bathroom. So I decided I would get them cleaned before I started my day. So I'm just making a cup of tea. Also do this voice over. So let's get going. I don't know how everyone else sometimes just gets through the day. I work full time until this year, so did my husband, and school holidays were costing an absolute fortune. Most of one of our wages was going on school holidays, when children were poorly, after school evenings. We were just finding that we were always stressed, busy, tired, a little bit on edge, I think. So we made a decision together that one of us was going to give up work for a while, because our son had only started reception in September last year. And when the girls started, they're 11 and 12, I only worked part-time during school hours. But we both work Monday through Friday, 40 hours a week. So that's what we decided to do. But what I find I'm struggling with is I'm at work, which is fine. I love my job. And my husband's at home, which is fine. He's enjoying it. It's the first time he's done this. And when our older children were younger, he worked shift work, so he missed a lot. So he's really enjoying that this time around with our younger three. But what I'm finding is he's doing a fantastic job. But I come in and I'm irritated if something isn't done how I expect it to be done and how I done it when I was at home, or he hasn't done as much as I think he should, or something's still out and it's not been put away. And I was speaking to one of my colleagues at work, absolutely lovely lady, and I am going through the perimenopause, and she said to me that what I'm feeling is called perimenopause anger, and it is a very real thing. Stuff that doesn't and won't bother you is absolutely driving you mental. People do things and you're so angry for no reason, and you know it's no reason, but you feel it anyway. And I researched it last night, and I sent it to my husband as well. And he came up to bed because he makes the children's lunches. And because we've got a 3-story house, I sit in our bedroom when we very first put our girls to bed. And yes, I know they are 11 and 12, but I've always done it. And I quite like it. I sit there, have a cup of tea, and then my husband and I spend the evening together, whether it's watching a film, upstairs, downstairs, whatever. Sorry, I've completely gone off track. And I can't even remember what I was saying. I remembered perimenopause anger. So I'd sent this to my husband as well, and he came up and he said, I've read what you sent me, and that is describing you perfectly at the moment. You're not normally an angry person. You're so easygoing. And I don't know, he's the nicest man ever, and I love him more than anything. But when he said that, I sort of looked at him and I don't know, in awe, because he then just looked at me and said, give yourself a break and give yourself the space to get through this. And I'd been angry for so long on and off, but I don't know, it just all went in that moment. Was it just because he acknowledged it and was okay with it? I honestly couldn't tell you. However, this is sensory socks. Two of our children have them. So they're very big. I put it up the right way. And they get in them. They're very cool. And they're like a hug without being a hug. I mean, this is I'm 5'3". This is the one our 11-year-old uses, needs a wash. And I think I do try to show you the other one. We have a child's one. That's a small adult. Into our son's room here. And we'll do this room. Yes, back to what I was saying. Sorry. It's going to be one of those vlogs. I'll give myself a break, and I don't like how it makes me feel. It doesn't happen very often, but when it does, for anyone who's had a hot flush, I remember it being described to me, thinking nothing can be like that. But honestly, it is a fire in the middle of your chest, and it just expands out of nowhere. And perimenopause anger does the same. And it's not nice. And you can't help it. And in the moment, you don't even know you're doing it. And I think that's what's worse. Because when you've come at the other side, you don't know why. But then someone tries to talk to you and you're back in it again. So for anyone going through the perimenopause or know someone that is, just remember, it's uncontrollable. Let's get back to something a bit more light-hearted. So I've done our bedroom. I've done our son's bedroom. He does have a lot of toys. I know, in case anybody would like to point that out to me, I am aware of this. And it's fine with us. He also has a lot of books. But there you go. And yes, that is Santa in a balloon on his side, and it is not Christmas, but he loves it, so it stays in his room. This is a child's sensory sock, which is big, but it's not very big. It's great if they are small children, but if they are not average size, I wouldn't bother. So into the bathroom. The reason I'm not fussed about moving toothbrushes or anything else is the mixture I have is hot water and essential oils. In that one I have tea tree and I have peppermint and a tiny bit of lavender. All completely safe if they get on anything they shouldn't. I just find I don't like chemicals. I don't like the smell because they smell nice when you're cleaning with them, and when you're done, they're not there. I do love the Purdy & Fig cloths. I mean, you'll be able to see these taps are shiny, and all I'm doing is got a little bit of that spray, as you saw, and a cloth. I didn't even wet the cloth before. The sink wasn't wet, apart from the spray. But I do like it. So it's up to everybody. If you love chemicals, great. If you don't, but you like cleaning products, I did start with a Purdy & Fig starter set, and I love them. And they are literally a small bottle of essential oils, and you just tip the whole thing in, fill it up with water. But they're not overly cheap, and they have the ingredients on them. And I'm sorry if anybody thinks this is wrong, but I just looked at the ingredients and then made my own. Because you can get the big bottles of essential oils online, and they're cheaper to make your own. And everything is going up in value and getting very expensive. And I have 3 of these bottles, one in my bathroom, one in my laundry room, and one in my kitchen. And we're a large family, so this gets gone through a lot. So why am I going to pay £5 per small one, which is one, so £15 to fill 3, when I can get the big bottles, which is 100ml, not 5ml, for £10. You don't have to be a mathematician. But then again, when podium figures on offer, I absolutely get the essential oils because they are amazing. And I would get them all the time if they were just, for me, I feel a bit more reasonably priced. So what do you guys use? I do follow quite a few people on here. I know UK Mum of Many, she absolutely loves cleaning products. So many. And she has lots, and I love watching hers, as well as Grab Life by the Halls. I was watching Hannah's World, which is also Yumi and the Family, but I haven't picked up on hers for a bit, so might pop in onto YouTube when I'm finished with my cup of tea and see what everyone's been up to. But I think a lot of us mums, especially that make these, also enjoy watching them. You get tips, you just get to see that everybody has a struggle, everybody has a good day, everybody has a bad day, everybody's spending an absolute fortune on shopping, but it's okay. So a little bit about myself for anybody that's new here or can't quite remember. We have 8 children. We have 4 older children, an angel baby right in the middle, and then we have 3 younger children. I have been a stay-at-home mum, a part-time working mum. I've been a single parent before I was the working parent. Let me start that again. I was in a relationship that broke down. I became a single parent of 4 children. I was 21 and I had a newborn. She was 9 months old. A 2, 3 and 4-year-old. Yes, it's a lot. Yes, they're close together. Yes, I do understand this. And yes, I was very young. If there's anything else you'd like to add to that, please feel free to comment below. And I was a single parent for a very long time. I met my husband before we got married. We were lucky enough to fall pregnant. However, our beautiful baby did not step foot on this earth. She's an angel baby. And then we have our other 3. So we have a 12, an 11 and a 5-year-old. So the older 4, there is a girl, a boy and a girl. Then our angel baby was a girl. Then we have a girl and a boy. So we do have 2 boys. There's just a very big age gap between them, but they actually have a great relationship. And I think it gives our older son a very big excuse to be a child, play with the boys' toys, and nobody bats an eyelid. So he kind of gets to live his childhood again. He has been to nursery with him, so they have had a day at nursery together on one of the days when adults can go in and play. They are wonderful, and I'm proud of every one of them. Excuse me. I now work full time. I work 40 hours. And my husband is now a stay-at-home dad, and he's also studying for health and safety, which he has an absolute passion about, and that's fine. Oh, I need to decorate. I need to decorate this whole house. However, I need to decorate this bathroom. At the end, I'm going to show you the new blue handtails my husband bought, which are beautiful. But, I mean, he only bought 2, so it's not too bad if we don't go with the blue colour. I've had blue in here before and I found it quite cold. And I'm just trying to consider what colour to do this bathroom. You'll see that we've got white tiles around the whole of the bath. And the sink you can see there. And I can't decide what to paint. I'm going to see about this corner on the left, this corner part. It's the extractor, but it's an extractor in a bathroom where heat rises, but the fan's on the floor. Don't ask. I might actually see if we can take that off and take it out. That would open up the bathroom a bit. But I can't decide if I want to do wallpaper, paint, tile the rest, retile the whole thing, retile the bath part. I'm at a loss at the minute, and I just don't like it how it is. But it's clean, shiny and sparkly, which I absolutely do like. As you can see, we've got the dark blue shower curtain as well. So I don't know. Do we stay blue? Really need to get that door back on there or get a brand new unit because that's driving me nuts. But yes, this is the blue. Any input would be so appreciated. That's it for now. Whatever you're doing, have fun and enjoy this beautiful weather. Even if you only get 5 minutes, get some vitamin D and feel happy. But whatever you're doing, enjoy, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.